In this video, we will understand about Bayes function. Bayes function is also called as inverse probability. So let me show you how a Bayes function looks like. For example, here you can observe the formula of Bayes function being applied. Probability of A on a happening of event B is equal to probability of B on A happening multiplied by probability of A by probability of B. So you see, you can observe that this function, out here is called Bayes function. Now this part is called the prior, while the bottom part is called the evidence, and this probability by B by A is called the likelihood, and the answer you get is called the posterior probability. So let's see an example where we will apply the Bayes function. So let's show an example. For example, there are two luggages. One is luggage 1 and the other is luggage 2. Luggage 1 has got 20% of white balls, while luggage 2 is having 10% of white balls. What you observe is 3 balls are removed from a bag, and you have to determine what is the probability it is from bag 1 or what is the probability it is from bag 2. So let's use the Bayes function. So let's do it. So first is we will find the likelihood. We will try to find the likelihood. So how do we find it? So what we have done is we have applied the formula percent white. So what we have done is 0.2 multiplied by 0.2 multiplied by 0.2. That is because it's 20% white in the first luggage, and the answer we get is, that is the likelihood for the first luggage, while the likelihood for the second luggage is 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1, that is equal to 1 by 1000. Now since there are two luggages, and to find whether it's a probability from luggage 1 or luggage 2, we will give it decimal 5, which means there are two. Since there are two luggages, so we do a probability 50-50 chance. There is a 50-50 chance it can be from luggage 1, and another 50% chance it can be from luggage 2. So this is how we apply the formula. Probability of B on condition of A multiplied by probability A by probability B. And what we have done here is we have put the likelihood function, likelihood data, that is 8 by 1000. You can observe here, this is how we got likelihood function for the first luggage, 8 by 1000 multiplied by probability of A. Probability of A means probability of luggage 1. So that's 50% chance, so that's 1 by 2. Divide by 8 by 1000 multiplied by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1000 multiplied by half. That is, it's done the totaling, and that probability has come to 8 by 9. So this is an example of how we use Bayes theorem to know the probability that is from luggage 1, while 1 by 9 is from the probability for luggage 2. Now let's change let's improve the condition and again use Bayes theorem too. So now we know the probability of bag A is 8 by 9 while the probability of bag A or bag 2 is 1 by 9. Now what we will do is since instead of 3 balls we have 4 balls coming, and now since we already know the probability, that is 8 by 9 and 1 by 9, we are going to apply it to the formula. So that will become our new prior. So now the 8 by 9 which we got, would become the prior. So earlier it was 1 by 2. Why? Because we didn't know it and there was only a 50-50 chance, but now we know that the probability is 8 by 9, so that we are going to reflect it in our Bayes function. So then 8 by 1000 multiplied by 1 by 2 divided by the probability of B. And once when you apply it, see what you have done. 0.2, because it's 20% from bag A, multiply by 8 by 9 divide by 0.2 multiply by 8 by 9 plus 0.1, that is from probability of bag 2, multiply by 1 by 9, that is equal to 94.12% is the chance is coming from luggage 1 and 11.1% from luggage 2. And this is how we have used Bayes function to know the full probability. We understood how we are using prior. We understood the importance of prior. We understood what is an evidence is. Evidence is normally a marginal probability, and we also understood what is likelihood. And that's it for now.